So RJ, after 11 seasons at the club, it's finally time to say goodbye. What are your reflections on your career here?
Yeah, I think first of all, I can't believe it's been that many seasons. Obviously over the 2 stints from when I first joined the club, you know, at the Centre of Excellence when I was a teenager. I would never have thought I'd be sat here, you know, today, 11 seasons at the club. It really has been, you know, an honour to represent the club for that many years.
Going back to the start, you first started at the seniors at 16. What was that like, your entry into this club?
Quite scary, I think, as a young, timid 16-year-old coming straight into the first team. Yeah, I think I still remember my first game. I think it might have been an away day down at Charlton, something like that. And I think at the time you don't really realise, you know, just how big that is for a 16-year-old coming in. And I think I went on to play the rest of that season. As well, so yeah, it was quite a scary time, but looking back, you know, it's again something I'm proud of, so young to have stepped up and played senior football at that level for Forest.
So we're here at the City Ground today. How did it feel when you first walked out and played on the pitch for Forest?
Yeah, I think that's one of my, you know, kind of proudest moments in football, and one of the best feelings I've ever had in football is stepping out onto the pitch at the City Ground, you know, representing Forest. And I think, you know, looking at all the fans, you know, they came down in their thousands, and again, you know, back when I was 16 years old, playing for Forest for the first time in seniors, I never would have thought that would be a possibility. And, you know, looking to where we are now, where we're getting more and more games at the City Ground, it really is amazing to, it brings a lot of connection to the fans as well, because we get so many people come down to watch us at the City Ground. Also,
as a fan, have you got any big memories here at the City Ground watching the men's team?
Yeah, good and bad. I think one memory that really sticks out to me watching, you know, the men's is the playoffs, semi-finals here, and obviously going to penalties, and I've never experienced, you know, anxiety like it in my life, but yeah, that was a real kind of moment where I realised, wow, you know, look where this club is going. I think Wembley as well, going down to support the club down there was just an unbelievable day. I think I'll always remember that.
Speaking of success, we got last season with Forest Women winning the double. How much of an achievement was that?
Yeah, huge. I think, you know, in terms of, you know, kind of trophies and silverware, that's definitely the one that I'm most proud of. And you know, doing the double, I think, you know, it's hard enough at the best of times, but I think that season it was just one of a kind. When you look back and you see, you know, what we built as a club, it was quite a few years leading up to that point, and we finally got what we deserved. I think just personally, I'd worked so hard to come back from injury as well, and I think I was coming back from an ACL injury, and then unfortunately had an MCL injury towards the end of that season, so I was devastated in that sense. But then to see the team go on to do the double, it just made everything kind of worthwhile, I suppose.
We'll go on to you know, relationships you've built with the club. Obviously, you've been here a long time, so has Lindsay Harkin. How have you two enjoyed playing Forest together as, you know, Forest fans?
Yeah, I've loved it, because, you know, me and Lino are obviously Nottingham girls. You know, I remember actually coming down to watch Lino as she played for the seniors when I was in the Centre of Excellence. So I actually looked up to Lino, you know, and really strived to be like her, I suppose. And then I think our paths went separate ways for a while, and we didn't actually then play together until recent years. So to be able to do that and build the friendship that we've got now, and the memories that we've got on and off the pitch, it's really been, yeah, special.
Speaking away, obviously your stint away from Forest across the Trent, enjoyed a lot of success there in the top tier. Got any reflections on that?
Yeah, I think I've been very lucky to represent both Nottingham clubs. I think I was there for maybe three seasons over at Notts County, and yeah, I think looking back now, I didn't really realise it at the time, but the magnitude of what we did over there as well for Nottingham as a whole in terms of women's football was really special. You know, making it to Wembley in the FA Cup final, yeah, that was pretty surreal, I think. Definitely one of my favourite moments in football as well.
For you particularly as a Forest fan, what does it mean to you to represent that badge?
I think, as I said, it's been pretty much an honour, really. I love Forest, you know, Nottingham born and bred, so as a kid, you know, kind of coming down to the City Ground, and you know, I never would have thought I'd be able to play there myself, and obviously been and done that a couple of times now, and it's, yeah, it means a lot to myself, and said before, like, it's not just about me but my family and, you know, my friends. They love the fact that I've played for Forest for so long, and they love coming down to watch. And yeah, I suppose it's sad that that's probably coming to an end now, but also, you know, when you look back, it's really nice to see, you know, how far I've come and what I've done, you know, for the club. Yeah, it's a really special place. I think when I think about Forest, I just think of home. You know, that's what it feels like when you come to the City Ground, or when you're in and around, you know, the women's team, whether it's going to watch the men's team. It just feels like, yeah, I'm at home. So it's kind of a strange one, really, because it feels almost like I'm moving away from my home. But yeah, it's definitely the right time, I think, for me to take the next steps in, you know, my personal life and, you know, my professional life in terms of my job as well. And I think that means stepping away from football.
Have you got any message to, you know, the supporters, your friends, family who've supported you throughout your career?
Yeah, I think there's so many people that I just want to say a big thank you to, you know, from the beginning, you know, my family that have supported me throughout the good times and obviously the bad times. You know, my friends, of course, my partner. It's been really pivotal, especially in recent years. I think, you know, the supporters, they've been unbelievable. They've grown, you know, year on year, and their support for us is just, you know, it's really special. Yeah, big thank you to all the supporters and of course, you know, all the coaches that have worked with me over the years and believed in me. Yeah, that's definitely a big one. You know, there's lots of people to say thank you to, and of course my teammates over the years. Yeah, I certainly wouldn't be sat here without a lot of those teammates, so yeah, big thank you to them.